Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. But before we get to that, a couple housekeeping things to talk about today. First off, my PC problems persist. And what I mean by that is, remember I told you yesterday that as I was about to start the show, I got a pop-up that said, hey, restart your PC to resolve hard drive errors. So I did. And then it seemed like everything went very smoothly yesterday. I didn't really have any problems from what I saw. I was able to record or whatever. But then this morning, when I turned on my PC again, it did the same thing. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So that means I have a recurring error with my storage hard drive. Luckily, it's not the operating system, but I'm having a recurring error with the storage hard drive. As I've told you guys, the whole idea here is that next week during Black Friday / Cyber Monday, that, length of time, I'm going to look for and hopefully buy a replacement capture and streaming PC. This one has been over a decade in use. It's time to retire it and to move on to something modern, so that way we don't have these kind of issues. I've been having issues with file corruption for about 2 years on and off. It's not constant, but every once in a while I'll do a batch of recording and then I go to upload and the file doesn't load or won't upload to YouTube. I go to play it, it locks up the whole PC. It's a corrupted file. So it's been an ongoing problem. And it just seems like now at this point it's at its last legs. So it's time to put the old girl to bed and move on to something new, right? So hopefully there'll be some good deals. I can't imagine there not being good deals during the Black Friday weekend, looking to basically get something that will be a little bit of future-proof. I want to be able to do 1080p, 60 frame streaming, which I do now, but I want to be able to do it at two qualities. One quality, high quality, higher for YouTube, and the other quality, which is the highest you can do on Kick. I can't do that right now. I try to do it and everything just craps out, maxes out, says, error. With a newer PC, I should be able to do that while also capturing at a very high quality for the on-demand video. So that's what's coming up. And then eventually what I would think is that, down the line, maybe 4K streaming or whatever will be way more prominent. And maybe I can look to have a PC that can do that too. But, I also don't want to spend $3,000. So that's what I mean. That's why I'm looking for this Black Friday weekend deal. Maybe we could get a PC that normally would be like $1,500 to $2,000 for like $1,000 or something, right? We'll see. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Luckily, the PC is still working for now, albeit with some errors, and hopefully it doesn't crap out. If it does crap out, you'll know because the stream will go off. So there you go. Okay. So, before we get started with today's topics, all right, I have something I want to talk about. And I'm going to be very honest and transparent with the audience here. Right now, we are at 70 straight streams where I have been hitting my goals. And I actually forgot to update this. Whoopsie. 70 straight streams where I've been hitting my goals on stream. It's been a wild ride, encompassing almost 2 straight months at this point. It's been like, I think we did 6 episodes of DSP Tries It as a result. For those who don't know, if I hit all of my stream goals for a week, I do a celebratory event called DSP Tries It, where we do like a food taste test video just for fun as a celebration. It's kind of a throwback. I used to do that as an ongoing series like a long time ago, and we brought it back out of retirement as a celebration because people have been so supportive. I'm going to be honest, the last week, it was a lot harder to hit those goals, while previously, every day I was hitting it like right away and it wasn't a big deal. This last week, it's kind of been like a lot of streams. We're down to the wire. Last 15 minutes, 10 minutes of a stream, right? And then we'll hit it because someone comes in and does like a big contribution. And obviously, I'm so grateful and appreciative of that. But you can see the difference between, oh, there's a big crowdfunding mentality and everyone was contributing versus, oh, one person came in last minute and threw a Hail Mary, right? So noticing this pattern. And then yesterday, on the first stream, we were not going to hit the goal, and then all of a sudden, email, we haven't seen email in a long time, came by and actually dropped a whole bunch of memberships on YouTube, so we hit the goal. And then on the late stream last night, again, we were right down to like the last match of Call of Duty, and then it was Adam, who has been doing big super chats over the last couple of months, came in and did a big super chat, but advised everyone publicly that basically they can't attend streams anymore, so that was going to be their last super chat. So what I'm seeing basically is, a lot of the people who were the big ones coming in Jasper, what are you doing over there? My kitty is attacking a magnet that I have on my file cabinet. He's being very silly. A lot of the people who have been coming in and being the people to support in a big way, you know, they're not coming by as much anymore. I mean, we've been mentioning this on the kick side of stuff, right? We had 3 or 4 people who were regular big contributors, and I haven't even seen them in a couple of days. So I don't even know what's going on there, if they're even, you know, if they're not able to attend or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. I want to say this. Today could be the day where the streak ends. This very stream could be the stream where the streak ends. All right? 70 straight streams is insanely positive and amazing. This is not me complaining whatsoever. This is just raising awareness. This is probably the end of the streak today. If it is, it's all good. We've had an amazing run. You know that there's still going to be support, even if we don't hit the goal. And I appreciate you all for what you've done for me and my family, quite frankly. Over the last 2 months, like I said, we've been able to do things that we've been wanting to do for years that we couldn't afford, and we were able to get new appliances. We were able to get ceiling fans. We were able to do all this stuff that I've always wanted to do. Thank you for that. Really, you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you. So let's see what happens today. All right, I'm not being a defeatist here and saying throwing in the towel and saying it's all over, but being the fact that some of the people who particularly were the ones who were to come by in big, you know, big droves of support haven't been around, or, you know, in the case of Adam, can't be on stream anymore, makes me feel like this is probably the end of the streak, okay? And also, let's be honest, today I am playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is a game that when I play it, I can barely get 200 people on the stream because it's not a great game. It's also not bad. It just kind of is eh. And people wanted to see me try it, which I've been doing, you know, giving it a shot. And I don't know how much longer it's going to retain interest, quite frankly. Today might be the final stream for Veilguard. You know what I mean? It might be the last time we actually play it. So let's see what happens. I'll say this. If you like the content, please support it early and often, as they say. It would be great if during this podcast, where likely I'm going to get more attendance than the gameplay, if you could support the podcast, that would be great. All right. And again, everything counts towards my streams. You got super chats, super stickers on the YouTube side. You got subs and gifted subs on the Kick side. You got memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side. And then you got tips, which anyone can do at any time. Okay. So thanks in advance. I have a couple shout outs to do, and then we'll get to the schedule, and then we're going to get to the big chunk of today's show, going through these Game Awards nominees and the controversy surrounding them. Okay.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop.
So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.